At a certain point, many people realize that a peaceful home is not created by having more. It is created by knowing what is enough. The challenge is that most homes slowly collect far more than they actually need. Extra products, extra storage, extra furniture, and countless small items that quietly demand attention every day. Simple living is often about creating enough space for daily life to feel easier. Less to clean, less to manage, less to keep track of, and fewer things competing for your attention. In this video, we'll show you 5 places to simplify first. These are practical starting points that can quickly reduce visual clutter, decision fatigue, and the feeling that your home is constantly demanding more energy than it should. Simplify your cleaning supplies. One of the easiest places to start simplifying is with cleaning supplies. For many people, the cabinet under the sink slowly turns into a collection of half-used sprays, duplicate products, and specialty cleaners that rarely get touched again after they are bought. And while these products are supposed to make cleaning easier, they often end up doing the opposite. Too many options create visual clutter and make simple tasks feel more complicated than they need to be. Instead of quickly cleaning a surface, you spend time searching, choosing between products, and managing bottles that all promise to solve different problems. Most homes function perfectly well with a small group of basic and versatile supplies. A few reliable products that work across multiple surfaces usually create far less clutter and make cleaning routines feel much lighter and easier to maintain. If you'd like to simplify even further, take a look at the Guide to Natural Cleaning. It shows how a few versatile ingredients can replace dozens of products. The link is below. The same idea applies to tools. Instead of drawers full of sponges, brushes, and cleaning gadgets, a few durable essentials are often enough for everyday use. And once that visual excess disappears, even the act of cleaning starts feeling less mentally draining. Personal care and hygiene products. Unlike larger household items, bathroom products often arrive one at a time. A new cream, a different shampoo, an extra bottle kept as a backup. Because each item seems small on its own, accumulation can go unnoticed for a long time. And because these are products people use every day, the condition of the space has a direct impact on how those routines feel. When counters and drawers are crowded, even simple tasks can feel slightly more frustrating than they need to be. The bathroom is one of the easiest places to practice the idea of enough. Most daily routines rely on a small number of products, yet many people store far more than they regularly use. Identifying those essentials often makes it easier to recognize what can be removed without affecting daily life at all. A simple place to start is by gathering everything from one drawer or cabinet and separating what you use regularly from what has been sitting untouched for months. You may find that letting go of a few things feels much easier than you expected. Kitchen routines and clutter. The kitchen is often one of the best places to notice the difference between what you own and what you actually use. Most daily meals rely on a surprisingly small number of utensils, dishes, appliances, and ingredients. Yet cabinets and drawers often hold far more than that. Many kitchens hold things that have not been used in months or even years. And much of that clutter comes from small items that accumulate so gradually that they barely get noticed. An extra utensil here, a rarely used gadget there, and eventually cabinets and drawers become much fuller than they need to be. Making the kitchen easier to use every day is more important than removing everything. When the items that remain are functional, accessible, and regularly used, the space works better and daily routines become easier to manage. Even small changes in the kitchen tend to create a noticeable effect on the rhythm of the entire house, because so much of daily life naturally passes through that space. Paper clutter can feel surprisingly heavy because it is rarely just paper. It often represents decisions that have been postponed, tasks that still need attention, or responsibilities waiting to be addressed. This is why papers tend to accumulate so easily. Receipts, documents, letters, manuals, and other small pieces of paper often get set aside with the intention of dealing with them later. One of the challenges with paper clutter is that every sheet looks equally important at first glance. Without a simple system for sorting and storing it, small piles can grow surprisingly quickly. That is why paper clutter is often one of the most satisfying categories to simplify. Once unnecessary papers are removed and important documents have a designated place, it becomes much easier to find what you need without sorting through piles every time. Digitizing can help as well. Many documents do not need to be stored physically, and keeping digital copies can reduce the amount of paper taking up drawers, folders, and cabinets, while making information easier to access when needed. Sometimes a home still feels cluttered even after organizing, because the issue goes beyond the small items scattered around the room. The furniture itself may be contributing to a feeling of crowding and making everyday upkeep more difficult. Oversized furniture, poor room layouts, and pieces that rarely get used can take up more space than they give back. Rooms become harder to move through comfortably, and certain surfaces gradually turn into catch-all areas for clothes, papers, bags, and other items that never seem to find a permanent home. Many people also try to solve clutter by buying more storage bins and containers without realizing that their furniture may already be part of the problem. Sometimes creating more open space and improving the flow of a room does more than adding another storage solution. That is why functional furniture makes such a difference. Pieces that provide storage, improve movement through the room, or reduce visual clutter help the house feel calmer and easier to manage without requiring extra effort every day. And often, simplifying the furniture itself creates a much stronger sense of openness than simply continuing to reorganize smaller items over and over again. Simplifying a home does not require a major clean-out or a complete lifestyle change. More often, it begins with a simple question: what is actually needed here? Many of the things that fill our homes arrived with good intentions, yet not all of them continue to serve a purpose. Taking the time to identify what is useful, what is used, and what truly supports daily life can make a surprising difference. There is no need to do everything at once. Choose one area, simplify it thoughtfully, and allow that process to unfold at a comfortable pace. Because simple living is rarely about having as little as possible. It is about having enough and creating a home that feels easier to live in every day.